Here's Johnny. Thank you, Ed. Well, hello there. Hey, social media family. Been up any subscribers of and any visitors to my own YouTube social media channel that you all being a persons among yourselves are affiliated or associated with and representing. Excuse me. How are your persons doing? Well, hopefully everyone is doing at least okay, if not better yet to be said. All right. Or not best of all, to be said, to be feeling blessed than stressed, more blessed than stressed, or too blessed to possibly become or be stressed. You and yours, your family and friends, and hopefully me and mine likewise as well, all the same. I'm sorry. I apologize. Whereas I had repeated, you know, words that mean the same thing, all right? But then I never claimed to have become or never claimed to be an English major. And so therefore, how much less have I ever claimed to have become or claimed to be an English professor? And so much for that conversation. Moving right on. Yes, I hope that all is well with your persons, with your families and friends, as well as me and mine, to simply say. Okay, and now that I've got the preliminaries out the way, greeting or salutation or whatever anybody wants to call it, as well as the basic intro as an introduction, no footnotes, then let's get on with the present social media broadcast video. And not that I am meaning to, go about, giving my own views and opinions so much in due regard in reference to a certain male character of the same sex being among my present public nuisances, problem neighbors, being the likes of such not only the worst of, but the worstest ones yet, and not only one of the worst, but one of the worstest vicinity neighborhood communities within city limits for our own great metropolis with all its surrounding suburbs. And speaking upon this one neighbor being of a local drug pusher and dope dealer, just a couple few apartment doors down from me on the same floor level in the building here. No, not that I had meant to, and hopefully not anytime too soon again after I were to produce this one social media broadcast video, but I just want to explain that this nature from it. But I just want to explain, I say, the most recent conflict of interest being in which he himself has caused me, Okay. Now that I have gotten the preliminaries out the way, the greeting or salutation, the basic intro, introduction, and or the footnotes. And whereas I did ask you all how you're doing. Well, yeah, I think so. Then it wouldn't do any harm to repeat. Yeah, I really think I did. And moving right on. Anyway, though, and get back to some such other. My person think of it with my attention to try to backtrack here with reason probably being on so I could go on farming to continue for where and when my person last left off so I can finish that place and complete a form of previous Friday nights out. The saints as well as so. Whereas I have become subjected to experiencing, the foolishness or confusion of a conflict of interest coming from this one proverbial neighbor from damn hell, no character being of a local drug pusher in the building, just a couple of few apartment doors from my own for this floor level in a really bad neighborhood. Whereas this morning, I suspect it was him that had kicked upon my apartment door and then ran away like the coward he is before I could get to the peephole. You know, but then in some kind of way, he himself is always bothering my apartment door. And then later after that, whereas I could have called the police, but I didn't. I had other personal business matters to, you know, take care of. But then after that was much later. I say much later, hours later. For the evening, he's bothering my apartment door. And whereas compared to how I didn't call the police earlier when he pulled that crap, you know, but then I called him this time. And whereas before then, I'm like saying, whoever is bothering with my apartment door, could you please leave my apartment door alone? Well, I sound more kosher now compared to the custom squint I was doing inside my apartment before I placed a call the police, letting them know what a jerk he is. Yeah. But anyway, Joe. Like I myself am playing a video game at the same time I'm trying to talk to y'all. No, well, at least not at this late. Now, well, at times I could, but most times don't. I just broadcast without playing video. Anyway, though, so yeah, so he got the mouthing off, and I'm already pissed enough as it is that he started this up again, bothering my apartment door, and like, well, and anyway, when I asked, he ran from my door, and then he just carried on for the longest before then, before I finally got up and went to my door and tried to see what it was, you know, for a much earlier episode or incident, which would be considered as a criminal matter if I could get the incriminating evidence upon him. There's supposed to be visual equipment in the building, like the camera tester. Well, what I mean, say one of those video equipment. So if I were to contact the management, hopefully they can pull it up to verify what I was like saying. Then, whereas he'd be kicked out of the building. I like to think. But I'm not bothering him. I don't know why he's carrying on like that with me all the time. Oh, sorry, I'm nodding for sure. Like he himself has put some knockout gas in my plate. There was something else I was about to say. I can't remember. But then I'm going to have to close out shortly. For obvious reasonable purposes for my person having said so, as I don't want to leave some kind of electronic device medium open just in case this character may attempt to trespass my premises property and then make me become a victim of identity theft. Anyway, call the police later. Well, I be hoping those cameras work, because on this jail time when you borrow with another neighbor's apartment door. You know what I'm saying? That is jail time. Gotta go, yes, you know what I mean? I think she made me pump some knockout gas in my place. But anyway, though, so he kicks upon my apartment door. I don't like that. I'm like, who's that? And then, he ran away, stopped just quick, Yeah, that was it in the day. Started again later on, hours later. Whereas that time was for the morning, this time was the evening. So I'm pretty much so mad as damn hell. Think that he's starting up all this crap with me once again. I'm mad as hell. Mad as hell. See, do I look like I'm awake? Like I'm kind of drowsy, huh? Oh yeah, the slipping knockout gas in place. So this crackpot nutcase, he gets to doing all that. I'm like, man, uh, yeah. So whereas he disturbed my rest, we all that on part. So I'm gonna ask the management could they check the visual, the video storage on that camera. That is on the what do you call that? When I get say, how I get that? On the you know, yeah. 'Cause I don't appreciate that. I mean, regardless, although, I mean, I'm upon a fixed income, like, right? Or limited one, as it's sometimes called as well. And you're bent upon misbehaving like an old grown baby boy, you know, of a male who had only, measure up or had spooked, spooked the damn hell out of me as believing God. So how much more would it spook me if I was still an unbeliever or a non-believer when somebody kicking on my apartment door, boom, 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 boom. I'm like, what the? Have you lost your freaking mind, jerk? You sickle. I'm like, oh man, I got to. Yeah, I may have to cut it short anyway, you all, because I don't want to leave any electronic device of mine open at this late hour again. If he could possibly trespass my premises and get to, you know what I'm saying? But then, as you all know, that I will open up with the basic intro as an introduction and the footnotes as well as greet you all with a salutation. Then I speak upon a subject matter, maybe a couple of few, four more for that matter, and for as long as I wish. And this is like depending upon, whether I'm using my own free Wi-Fi or a pool tape. A pool tape. Yeah. Then I have to force myself to say this last if it don't come naturally for me. That is by saying, if you haven't gotten Christ as your personal Lord and Savior, I will hope that you would think to do so now, while the blood is still running on in your veins. Yeah. that's more than it was not enough. More than I thought for a minute. Anyway, as I will give you all there's a greeting, salutation, and basic intro as an introduction footnote. And from there, I present on you a message to deliver. Depending on whether I'm using a public free voice feed or my own private one, whereas on a public free on a public on a public on a free on a public free Wi-Fi is what I meant to say. See, it's better late out. I couldn't, speak upon as many, subject matters as I would with my own private network. I mean, private Wi-Fi or whatever I say. And neither could I speak as long. And after I would speak upon something, be it one subject matter, or a couple, few, or four more, and then only after, and then only after I had given a greeting and basic introduction, and from there I would get a closing. And basically, introduction, I'll get a closing by sharing with you all the gospel message, more words or less, And as I think I'm about to do now, and then close out. And that is by saying, I have to force myself to say it if you don't come back to me. The gospel message, the salvation plan of our Lord and Savior Christ. And that is, so I say, if you haven't gotten Christ as your personal Lord and Savior, I will hope that you would think to do so now while the blood is still running warm in your vein. I recognize and realize what he himself had done or did upon the cross, Calvary, on the hill of glory. Some at the hands of some several Roman soldiers upon the orders of their superiors, religious, political, military, and etc. But then, nevertheless, as he went to that cross, Calvary, to become a perfect sacrifice, the only sacrifice for you, as well as for me, don't steal my trademark physical gesture as in plagiarizing, I'm gonna have to copyright. But then, regardless of race, walk of life, fashion, or society, lifestyle preference, being of the old and young alike, both two sexual genders, males and females, until they associate with and represent not only the human species, but the global community within this post 911 era of this supposed so-called global pandemic. What the apocalyptic day and age was doomsday clock, the military arsenal of the countries and nations that possess such is at a stress level of a couple few minutes midnight compared to how formerly was at quarter midnight, where these right biblically professed time. Whereas if any of us would have professed faith in Christ, from there we would be blessed one regarding nothing more with one. First and foremost with his salvation, and then second all with his deliverance. And we won't have to worry about the lake of fire, damn hell, where the unbelievers and unbelievers go, be tortured and terrorized by the devil and demons forever. We would be in the presence of like-minded believers, in the presence of God and things otherwise. Y'all take care and be safe. We out. Peace.